Hey, I'm Akurios and I'm back at you from my studio, Silom 7 Music Studio. And today I want to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking out from your time to click the video and see what I have to say. I am grateful and I thank you for taking out from your time today. God bless you. Now, today we're going to be doing something unique, something different from the norm. We're talking about financial decisions as regards making purchases, especially now that we're in a season that is very, very demanding on your financial abilities and your ability to make sound financial decisions. So let's head into the video. Okay, so first of all, before we go into what we have today, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, for watching the video. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and tap the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you're notified when I have new videos for you. And you can also like the video, give me a thumbs up and share the video to as many people as possible. Since we're talking about making financial decisions, especially in this season, this is something that you may have 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 people who may be very interested in this kind of information. So please go ahead and share the video. But don't forget to send a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so that you are covered whenever there's new content from me. Now, I will be presenting you with 5 questions you need to ask yourself before you make any purchases this weekend. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. In the US, Thanksgiving is a massive holiday. Massive celebrations are going on right now as we speak in the US. And somehow, because the US has a very strong influence over the rest of the world, everyone is in Thanksgiving mode. Everyone is giving thanks for their family members, for their lives, for their jobs, for their businesses, for their relationships, for everything around them. So we might as well join and say thank you, first of all, to God for life and for all the opportunities we have. And thank you to everyone. Thank you to our clients. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to you. Thank you so much for everything. We are thankful. All right, now, but what comes with this season is a series of enormous pressure to buy new things. Yes, there's Black Friday. Today's Black Friday. This very day is Black Friday of 2019. And the pressure goes on till Cyber Monday, which is in 3 days' time. And I'm sure you've been getting emails and text messages, and you've been seeing adverts from manufacturers and from different stores all over the world asking you to buy something, asking you to save some money on certain items. Now, whether you're actually saving money or not is another argument that I won't be going into today. I'm just going to be giving you 5 questions you need to ask yourself before you spend your money. Question number 1, do you need it? Now, it's possible that a commodity is presented before you and it claims to be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you have not done before and that you have not used any of your current tools to achieve in the past. Now, but you need to ask yourself, you need to look around you and ask yourself if there's anything that you already own that is capable of doing what this commodity claims to do, to be able to do. So now that's what you need to confirm first before going ahead to spend your money, because you wouldn't want to buy something and just drop it in one cupboard somewhere and discover that it's not as valuable and as useful as you thought it was when you first saw it. So it's important to look around you and confirm that you absolutely have need of this particular commodity and there is nothing around you presently that is capable of doing what it can do. It could be a microphone, it could be a pair of headphones, it could be a cable, it could be a microphone stand, it could be anything. Just look around you, take your time and look around and be sure that there is nothing you already own that can do what it claims. Question number 2, can you afford it? I listen to Dave Ramsey quite often. In fact, I think I listen to him every day, maybe almost every day. Now, if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is a financial coach. Now, he helps people get out of debt. He gives advice and tutoring and counseling to people who need to make financial decisions that will get them out of financial trouble. Now, and he has a lot of opinions about making purchases and buying things that seem to be, stemming out of materialistic cravings. Now, one of the things he believes very strongly, and I agree to this very well, is that if you cannot make a down payment for something, if you cannot make 100% down payment for something, then you can't afford it. So if you have a commodity staring at your face, if you've received emails from manufacturers and emails from stores, online stores and all that, asking you to buy this or that and that, and you really want to buy it, if you cannot make 100% flat down payment, 100% right on the spot payment for that particular commodity, then you can't afford it. And you might as well forget about it. Because you don't want to buy something that you think you really need right now and you won't have the opportunity to buy it in the future. Now, you need to think deeply. If you're not able to bring out 100% of the cost of that particular commodity and buy it right there and then and close that chapter, then you can't afford it, because you're going to have to borrow to buy it. If you're going to have to borrow to buy it, if you're going to have to take money from somewhere else, that money that you've already budgeted for something else, plans you've made for 2020, and then you want to take money from there to buy this commodity because it's staring at your face, because there's an advertisement, because you've been told that you're going to save 50%, then you can't afford it. And you don't want to make those decisions because you wouldn't want something else to suffer because you want to buy a commodity that is being advertised today. Now, even if you have the opportunity to buy with a credit card, or you have a plan, you're presented with a plan that involves installmental payments, now I still don't think it's a good idea, because you'll be adding to a mountain of debts that you already have if you're already indebted. Because people who would jump at such opportunities are people who already have debt. And you wouldn't want to create a debt profile even if you don't have debt right now. So I still don't think it's a sound idea. I still think that 100% down payment is the best way to buy anything that you would want to buy. Don't borrow, don't use credit. It's not wise. But you don't have to agree with me. You can do it the way you want, but I'm just giving you questions you need to ask yourself before you make those purchases, before you buy those things that you think you cannot do without, before you make those decisions to save. Now, question number 3 that you need to ask yourself right now before you make that purchase: is it going to make a significant difference to your current setup? Maybe it's a microphone, maybe it's a preamp, maybe it's an audio interface. Is it going to make a significant difference? Is it going to introduce something that wasn't there before? Are you going to notice a massive difference in the sound of your signal chain? Are you going to notice a massive difference in the quality of your mixes, in the quality of your recordings? Is the preamp going to dramatically change the sound of your recordings? And if not, then maybe it's not worth it. Is the microphone something that has never, come into your possession before, something you've never crossed paths with, something that is going to promises, and you've confirmed this, promises to introduce massive signal chain quality and signal quality to your recordings? If not, then why the fuss? Why spending such amount of money because you want to do something that is not going to dramatically change your work? So if it's going to dramatically change your work, and if it's introducing something massively positive that anyone would notice in your workflow, then go ahead. Go for it. Question number 4. Have you learned all its functions? Have you done your research? Have you done your homework? Before you spend money on that particular gear, before you spend money on that software, before you spend money on that plugin, ask yourself, do you know what it does? Have you learned about it? Do you know the functions? Do you know the pros and the cons? Is it really going to do what it claims to do? Look, there are a lot of manufacturers out there who can say anything to get your money. They can say anything to get your money, and there are manufacturers who are absolutely honest with what they're saying about their product. So you have to do your own research, ask around, meet people who have used that particular commodity, and get word from them and get confirmation that it's actually able to do what the manufacturer claims it can do. So do your homework and do your research before spending your money. Question number 5. Could it be the original? Now, this is a very important question you need to ask yourself because even the biggest manufacturers in the audio industry are beginning to have their products counterfeited. Now, I'm not going to name any brands, I'm not going to name any countries, but it's important that before you part ways with your money, you are able to see, even if it's a picture, even if it's a picture on your device, a picture of the actual device that is going to be sent to you, the actual item that is going to be sent to you, so that you are sure that it's an original and it has all the physical features of the original, which are stated on the manufacturer's website. If you're buying a new audio interface from an online store, for instance, go to the website of the manufacturer and make sure that you are well acquainted with all the physical features that the item is supposed to have. Now, when you do this, you are ready and well prepared to see for sure and to confirm if that item is original when you receive it. So if you have a couple of days that you're allowed to return the device or return the item to the online store or wherever or whoever sold it to you, then you can do so as fast as possible. Question number 6 that you need to ask yourself before you part ways with your money. Is that the best price for you? So now that you've confirmed that you actually need this item, now that you've confirmed that you can afford it, now that you've confirmed that it's the original, now you've confirmed that it actually makes a difference to your setup and your workflow, now that you've learned the functions and features of this item, you need to confirm that that is the best price you can get for it. You can search the internet for different prices on different platforms, but I know that some of these prices could be similar and the difference could just be a couple of dollars here and there. But you can use some tools on the internet that will help you single out the best prices for that particular item so that you can really save some money, even though it's Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, and all that. So go out there and look for the best prices for the items. Make sure it's the least amount of money that you can part with. And I'm sure you'll be amazed to find that you can actually save some more money. Now, this video is not about telling you that you shouldn't buy things, you shouldn't go out there and spend your money on items that you think you need. It's just about presenting you with questions that you need to ask yourself so that you are sure you're making the right decision, both financially and the right decision for your business. Because your business has to be impacted by every decision you make positively. So let's do a quick recap of the questions. Question number 1, do you need it? Question number 2, can you afford it? Question number 3, does it make a significant improvement to your setup? Question number 4, have you learned about the features and the functions of the device or the item? Question number 5, is it the original? Question number 6, is that the best price you can get for it? So these are the questions you need to ask yourself before you spend your money. And I hope this was helpful. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Just tap the like button and share to anyone you feel would be interested in watching the video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you are notified when there's a new video. And I'm glad you joined me today, and I want to say thank you for watching the video. Until we see next time, I'm Akurios and I'm out.